Good evening, everybody. How are you today? And welcome to the latest edition of Drew Mania Live. So great to have you with us for this Thursday, the 27th day of February, the year 2019. And of course, is yours truly, Andrew L. Perry. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As always, coming to you live and at you from the busy streets of Brooklyn, New York, as I chat to you what is happening in the world of sports. Well, pretty much nothing much is going on. I will say, little spring training, NFL Combine. Other than that, that's pretty much it. As we wind down to the final days of February. Yeah, February is almost over. February comes in and out. I know I keep saying this multiple times that every time time don't wait on no man, and it is proved. And every time you wake up, it proves in day and more and more and more. The days go by so quickly, and next thing you know, so March is a little before you know it is really here. So. Couple of games are underway. I'm just updating you for a second. For all you hockey fans, the Rangers are down to the Montreal Canadiens by the score of 3-1. Scored 1-0 in 3 minutes to the first period. 3 minutes to the end of the first period. As they get their first intermission. Now, staying with the Rangers for a second, just want to say. The Rangers are not that far off. Only 4 games out as we speak of the hockey. So the Rangers keep it up. They could get it. They might get a playoff. They might get a playoff spot. They might be in the playoffs. It's not too crazy. And so far as the trade deadline was completed a couple of days ago. All right, we could go as much as we want as far as sports competition is concerned. Like I said on top of the show, there's really nothing much to sink your teeth into. Tom Brady according to ESPN sources, that Tom Brady is looking to move on to out of New England. So he's really looking to go to the Raiders, the Chargers, possible the Cowboys. On these sources may be accurate, some is not. So you may never know. You just never know, and so forth. Luis Severino. I want to say not much of a big loss in my eyes as far as pitching is concerned, because they got Garrett Cole and Jay Happ, and he's going under the knife one more time again. Most likely he's going to miss the remainder of the season as we speak, as the Yankees have announced not too long ago, the Yankees that announced that the pitcher, which is Luis Severino, has today also been extending bone chip removed from his elbow today. So that's all what we know as right now. So as far as that goes, let's see how things pan out. Hopefully we get back to the field real soon. We are not that far from pitchers and catchers. And at the bottom of the first inning, the Mets is playing right now as we speak. And slowly but surely, it's championship weekend in college. It's soon to be conference championship weekend for college basketball. So, this is pretty much the final week of college basketball. So the Big East tournament is not going to be not too far away from not too far off from Madison Square Garden. We're a week away from Selection Sunday. So every team from the NCAA looking to impress the resume. Those of you who's in the bubble looking to get the, looking to impress the committee, so to speak, of why excuse me, why we need to, why we should put you in and so forth, to sell you why, basically sell you why we in the, why we need to get, why we should be in the postseason or not. And some teams will get in, some teams for sure are not gonna get in. Just like my team, North Carolina, they're surely not gonna get in. This is the worst season by far. This is the worst season than the North Carolina Tar Heels have had under Coach Roy Williams. First things first, throwing this team under the bus, losing a lot of close games, losing games that they should have won, like the one against Duke couple of weeks ago, when they had the game won. And I don't know how you let Duke came. I know Duke is a top 5 team in the country and one of the top 10 teams in the country. I get it, but when you have a big lead heading towards the end of the game, 9 to 10 times you should win. You should win that game, and you let them give them an opportunity to have a game winning shot in that game, not once but twice, and losing to NC State, who also or also in a bubble team. So maybe Carl Anthony is not the talented player that he once was, not the player that we think he was, or whatever the case may be. But North Carolina is surely not going to the NCAA tournament. Hell, they ain't even going to make the NIT, to say the least. That's all we can do. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, so yeah, but as far as we know, as far as Dak Prescott. Rumor has it that Dak Prescott might go to Kansas City. So he was doing workouts, as far as we know, with Patrick Mahomes. So let's see how far it goes. And even though, according to ESPN, once again, that Jerry Jones looking to is not crazy for welcoming back Dak Prescott. If you're welcoming to Dak Prescott, my thing is, why you let him go in the first place? I mean, don't you think you should have kept Dez Bryant? But let's be honest, Dez Bryant has not been Jerry Rice or Terrell Owens as we speak. I mean, he has some more. Dez Bryant is not the big time wide receiver as Story is. Even though he's talented, even though he's one of the best wide receivers in the league, But other than that, he's not been a top 10 receiver. There's some games he didn't show up, and there's some games he didn't show up, and there's some games that he ball out and stuff like that. So let's see, he's in physical shape. The Saints didn't want him. As far as I know. So that's where we are as far as the NFL wide receiver. And the NFL Combine was today, so is underway today. Let's see if the future in the NFL is coming. Who's going to be the top draft, and after March, we're going to approach of course the NBA, the NFL draft, then a little before you know it, then the NBA playoffs, and then the MLB season is getting underway. So even though right now it's very, very quiet, as we head to the final days of February of 2020, and looking forward to March of 2020, and as far as we speak now, before we say goodbye, there's this before we go, March is going to be busy, I'm going to be busy for the next couple of days, so I don't know when I'm going to do my show next. So most likely I'm going to be my show in April. to do the NBA, the NCAA tournament, the national championship, or so forth, or possibly WrestleMania or so forth. So we're gonna have more to talk about as far as things is concerned. As far as things is go. And with that, that's going to do it for this edition of a brief edition of Drew Mania Live. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to listen to this episode again, please go to Spreaker.com, type the keyword Andrew L. Perry. Once again, that's go to Spreaker.com, type the keyword Andrew L. Perry. And follow my show on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. And please always listen to my show on Brick Brooklyn Free TV. Until next time, this is Andrew Perry, always saying to you, shalom, let peace go with you, and I'll talk to you in the next Drew Mania Live. So long, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. So long, everybody.